Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween!
So, you guys, I'm really excited. I say that a lot, but I'm like really excited.
Really?
Like legit excited. So, my friend Donna Rivera has a cousin. Her cousin is Danielle, right? Your family.
Shout out to Donna.
Shout out to Donna Rivera. Shout out. So Danielle is a nutrition and fitness expert, and when I say that, I don't mean like just for like 30 seconds, right? Like she's been involved in it for a really long time in the industry in a lot of different ways. And you just came back from a solo camping, not camping,
backpacking.
Sorry,
Yeah,
backpacking.
Yeah, for sure.
She camped, but like by herself in the wilderness, like wild style, right?
270 miles.
Incredible.
Over 23 days. I did a little extra. It was the John Muir Trail in Northern California, and I'm getting chilled. It just was an exceptional, amazing, stunning, brutal, painful, amazing, all of the things. It was an incredible experience, and anyone who would actually like to do something like that, I encourage you to do that, because it was it changed me. It absolutely changed me.
Well, what I love is that it's indicative of like who you are. And hold on, Donna's saying hi. Hi, did you hear our shout out, Donna? We shouted out to you. So it's indicative of the fact that you really love to stretch yourself and push yourself.
I do. Right?
And so I think in terms of nutrition, that's been true as well.
Absolutely. And even this, like we talk a lot about, for me, stretching it is letting go of the discipline and structure, and having fun and goofing off and maybe playing with a few ingredients that I wouldn't normally do, because I'm so caught up in my world of everything has to be and fit in a box. So I love that you like bring out this fun.
We're gonna play
and all this color, and it's Halloween, so we get to have a lot of fun.
It's super fun. So for Halloween, we have some ideas. So typically, I mean, like as a kid, it was about candy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, that's pretty much Halloween is candy, and it was great for a moment, but not for a lifetime. Right?
No, and I don't know about you, but my parents would actually let us choose a piece, and they were these wonderful, crazy hippies, and would then take our pillowcases or whatever it was and switch everything out. So everything that I ate was carob. And all of the super Tiger's Milk bars and stuff like that you'd find in the health food store. That was what I would get, and it was whenever I actually could get candy, it was just stuff. It was so bad.
Oh my gosh. Well, so we're thinking about an alternative to all the candy, and one of the things that you and I Googled a few things, right? One thing we thought was so cute, you guys, look, okay, so we're gonna do two things for Halloween. Instead of doing a pumpkin with a jack-o'-lantern, look what you can do with a pepper. How cool is that? Danielle cut these out. So essentially all she did, you guys, this is super easy and lean and green. So if you're on the 5-in-1, this is compliant, and so is the next recipe, so that's really important. But you carved out the center,
that's it. And
then you cleaned out a little bit of the insides, membranes, and so that leaves this open now to have our filling. And so what do we have for our filling, Danielle?
We have some lean ground turkey, and this is actually what's great about this and helps make this a little sticky to make it a little more ghoulish inside, is we used bone broth and reduced the collagen. And if you're watching Kristen's videos, you know what collagen does, and that is no flavor or flavorless. You can put it in water, you can put it in smoothies, you can put it with a chicken in it, and it makes it a little bit more gelatinous, more sticky. And with the bone broth and the collagen, that is just like superhuman. Yes, all the muscles and tissues and connective stuff inside, and your skin and your hair and your nails and all the good stuff. So
it's like a good recovery for your workout too.
Absolutely.
Right? Like those two things together. So you're doing something that is, we're used to nutrition just being about the food, like just the food, but we can amplify the food by adding a few extra things.
Absolutely. And if you think about bone broth, is the most bioavailable gut healing substance on earth.
This is why she's
so just
listen in and learn.
Throw that in very quickly. And the collagen is extracted from the bone, so you're getting a double shot of that. And your digestive system is the heart of everything. That is where all of inflammation and disease either sits or goes away. So
Yeah.
if you can keep that working well,
Your bio-ness.
you are going to actually absorb all of the nutrients, because it's not about what you eat, it's about what you can absorb. So
did you hear that? It's not about what you can eat, it's about what you can absorb. And you have to heal your body to be able for it to absorb. You may be like, I'm taking like 90 vitamins. Well, Bill, it's going right through you. You should look at your poop. Like, that's probably where it is. Right?
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
All right. I just said poop. Around food. All right. So super easy. So between 12 and 16 ounces of lean ground turkey or chicken, either one would work. And then we're gonna add in something super simple. So you cut up
celery.
Yep. If you'll pour that in there,
Yes.
pour that puppy in there. And then we have 2 things to flavor. Make it, again, super simple. Walden Farms has a 0-calorie ranch, so I would never recommend this as like your salad dressing. I wouldn't, you may use it, but because it's ish. It's like a salad dressing ish. But when you mix it with that, with the chicken, with also, I have like Frank's, Berman's hot sauce, so like whatever hot sauce you've got. When you mix those 2 things together and then put it in with the chicken, now you have essentially like a hot ranchy chicken on the inside, and we're gonna stuff it on the inside of these faces, and it's gonna look so fun and sort of gross in a good way. You know, I'm excited about it. I need to get you a spoon though.
That's okay.
What's this do? So have you ever made any of these before?
I haven't.
Oh, cheese, sorry. The other thing is like a half a cup of cheese to help when it does melt in the oven. It'll help bind it a little bit. Mm-hmm. And this is the part where she's playing. Because the cheese for you is like not the part that you're used to. She's like, cheese.
No, but you know what? We're having fun, and it's flavor. And if this isn't something, if this isn't something that you do every day, it's it all adds up. But once in a while is okay. If it can't be the other way around,
which is
doing this all the time, and just being healthy and whole foods and something that doesn't necessarily come out of a bottle, and only doing that once in a while. So if we're just doing this once in a while, this is fun.
Okay, so
and it already looks ghoulish.
So ghoulish. Look at the inside. Right? Do you want to do those?
Yeah.
Okay. So while she does that, I have a 375-degree oven, and what we'll do, get it. Tell me how it tastes.
It's actually pretty damn good. A little spicy.
No joke. That's actually really good. Hey, is it Cinda? Hi. I try to make sure that I say hi to people when I see them, but you can see that it's like I
don't know how you're. I definitely can't read that. I'm lucky I can see the color.
My eyes got really great right there.
Hi.
All right. So while she's doing that, the other thing that we're gonna make is ghoulish eggs, and we're gonna do that by adding avocado, that little bit of green coloring to it. So what we did is we boiled 12 eggs. We're not gonna use all of them, but boiled 12 eggs, boil them for 6 minutes, let them sit, add them to the refrigerator, let them cool down, and then, crack them, peel them, cut them in half, and take out the yolks. And so this is all of the yolks. And Danielle, you're a champ in this because you do this literally every day.
I love eggs are a superfood. The whole egg.
The entire egg.
The entire egg. We can do egg salad. You can throw in a little tuna. You are going to experiment with some sardines.
I did. Oh my gosh, really quickly, I ate sardines for the first time today, and she was telling me like it's totally normal for her. She even likes the crunchy bones.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. And that's a super so that is a superfood as well. But yes, eggs are fantastic.
Okay, so we are gonna make a deviled egg but modified. So we're gonna, instead of adding mayonnaise, which it could be a good fat for you depending upon the program that you're on. If you're on the 5-in-1, you're gonna wanna stick probably with a Greek yogurt. So I have a Trader Joe's Greek yogurt, and we have actually a lot of eggs in here. So we have, I'm just realizing, a lot. You know what?
You want to take a few of these out?
We need to take a few of them out. We were going to double up on it, I think. So that would be about 6. Okay. So the recipe is for 6 eggs halved. So that's what we're going to do. All right. Because otherwise it'll be weird. So can you put about 2 tablespoons in there? And then I'm gonna. So avocado. Why do you like avocado?
Oh my goodness. Besides just flavor, and it's such a good, you know, creaminess. I can make a dressing with it. I can chunk it out. I can make egg salad and stuff it inside the avocado, or make like a poke and stuff it inside, or a tuna salad and stuff it inside. But the nutrients that you get from this fruit, it is fruit, and the really good fat. So all of these things have different fats, and they all feed different systems in the body. So an avocado, or the egg yolk, for your brain or your body or inflammation, this is a really phenomenal fat, and it's pretty low in carbs. And it actually, because of the fiber, it can be counted as a net carb. So there's just so much that you can do, and there's a couple different varieties. Florida actually has really large green, I don't know if they're reed here, but Florida green avocados is those big ones that you're seeing right now, and they're very buttery. So those make a really great dip as well.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I did not even know any of those things.
Maybe we need to play with some avocados. Just
she gets so excited. I mean, I love the avocado too. I think it's really great, but I love that you said that the fiber really, it makes a difference, right? Like, what's so important about fiber as you continue to mix in this? So really quickly, before she answers that question, I have 2 avocados. This is going to make 12 halves of the eggs. So each serving is 2. So just think about that as you're mixing it and as you're planning your day and what these will be. Yada yada yada. All right. So 2 avocados. I have the juice of a full lime. Salt and pepper. We're not going to use all these green onions. I think we're going to use like a sprinkling of them.
Does all this go in here as well?
Yep,
okay.
They're all going to go in there. So that's why I'm saying that, because I wanted you to keep going. And so tell me why the fiber matters.
Well, as you go back to, you know, you were laughing because you're talking about poop while we're cooking. I love to talk about poop because poop is super important.
I love to too.
It's really important to really take a minute to check it out and see what's going on. And fiber is really important for your digestive system. And you know, when you're eating super clean, sometimes you can skip out on some of those things, and you know, I'm sorry, I keep looking at you and at the camera.
Yeah.
So it's important to look at the nutrient value of a lot of these different, you know, between the celery and the green onion, and it's wonderful to have all of these beautiful colors. So we're getting all kinds of different nutrients from different vegetables and different fruits, and getting what's fresh, what's in season, and making sure that your plate it doesn't have to have all of the colors, all of the things all the time, but you know, a fat, a carb, and a protein. And the carb doesn't always necessarily have to be like a super starchy carb. And so you have, you know, you've got a little fiber, you've got a little choline, you've got, you know, vitamin D, vitamin A, vitamin K that was in your sardines. All these little things make such a huge difference, and then going back to being able to digest them and absorb them, and you know, stuff like the collagen
really helps you actually absorb what it is, all the work that you're doing in your body.
It's healing your gut. It's pretty amazing.
Well, one other thing that I loved that I've recently, when I say recently, in the last few months that I've learned about fiber too, is that your feeling of fullness really does it's impacted by the amount of fiber in your meal, right? Like, your body can only process 2 tablespoons of blood sugar at a time, right? And so the fiber, it helps it release its energy slowly, right? Is that I'm saying right? Like, no, that's what I learned.
No, you know what? Because you said that we can only process 2 tablespoons
of. I said blood sugar, but I may have meant something else.
No, that is something that I actually did not know. So I love learning from you as well. So that is awesome.
It mattered that I read something.
It's science.
I've read it like 14 times too, because I'm like, it takes a long time for me to actually absorb information. So so it was interesting when I first read that. I was like, oh, so if my body, if insulin can't, if I'm giving it too much, more than 2 tablespoons, then it's like a fire hose coming at it, and so it's going to be like, I'm going to get all this energy for a second, but then it's immediately going to try and store it. Right? It's either going to go in my liver, it's going to go in my muscles, and then likely if I'm not working out a whole bunch, it's going to go directly into fat. Right? So then, but then I'm left feeling like I have no energy because it's already been expended. Whereas like with fiber, it's like a time release capsule, right? Yeah, so it lets out that energy slowly. So you're not only getting the benefit of all the nutrients and everything in it, but you're getting it released in a way that makes you feel fuller longer.
Oh my gosh.
I thought you were gonna lick it.
It smells so good.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
It really does.
It's really fresh smelling.
It does.
So we've got, oh, you don't even have the lime in there yet.
No. Oh.
That's crazy. I thought you had lime in there. Okay, so do you have the mustard and the garlic?
No,
it's literally just eggs and avocado and cheese
and
the Greek yogurt.
Okay.
This is so good. I love that she's manhandling it when there's a tool.
Oh.
She doesn't need a tool. Do you see those biceps? She doesn't need a tool. Not at all. Not
it's
at all.
more because I'm kind of a Neanderthal, but thank you.
Yeah. Listen, whatever the reason is, thank you. We appreciate it. All right.
How much mustard?
Probably like a tablespoon.
Okay.
We'll make it like a tablespoon.
I'm so excited.
That's good. Yeah. Okay. And then probably like same as with the
garlic.
The garlic. You guys, I forgot the recipe already.
I might have to poison test this one.
Yeah. And then we have the salt and pepper, and then the green onions that were chopped, and then I have cilantro. For those of you who don't like cilantro, you can leave it out. And I would make fun of people who don't like cilantro, except Donna and Jackie both.
Donna doesn't like cilantro?
It's not that she doesn't like it. It tastes like soap to her.
Interesting.
She's one of those soap people.
I'm learning about my family.
I'm going to toss this in here as you're doing that. I'm going to toss some of these in there too while you're going.
I'm so excited to eat
I am too.
Really
and you already did this, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, the last thing that we'll do is once she's done mixing, we're going to put it into a bag. You can scoop it out with a... What am I trying to say? You can scoop it out with a spoon, but good lord, like why? Just use a bag and use it.
That's such a good idea.
So I'm gonna lay out some of these guys. You go ahead and scoop the noops on the top. So now it's green, right? For Halloween, it's green and ghoulish, but also kind of awesome. So who cares? Like you could do this any time of the year. It's not gross green, right? And so on the top, to make it, green with something kind of like whatever, you could put an olive. You could put half of an olive on top and cut up the olive into little slices and make it look like a spider. We chose to go with chia seeds because I had them. To be honest with you, I don't have olives. That's why we chose that. That was the deciding factor. Okay, and then I'm gonna get scissors. So you see that she's scooped it into the bag. And I'm going to seal it, but not before the air. Yep, go for it.
Told you, Neanderthal.
Yeah, it's good.
Wait, what did I do?
There it is. Perfect. And then what we'll do is we'll put it down to one of the ends. Kind of squeeze it down there. Perfect. And just like a pastry bag. So we'll cut the tip. Ha. Think of all the jokes. Think of all the jokes. Okay. All right. And she's going to, maybe I need a little bit bigger pipe.
Okay, so do we want to?
Yeah, show them what's up.
So easy. Oh.
I may have overshot my one. That's the wrong thing. But I may have, I don't know. Okay, sorry. That's not the right thing to say. All right. So I'm gonna get this little plate here. Remember, when you're doing either appetizers or actually even your dinner, think about the size of your plate. So this plate, this is a 9-inch plate. Here's my stomach, 9-inch plate. Here's my stomach. It fills it, right? Really, that's plenty. It's plenty.
I love that.
Here's American standard, right? Whoa. Size of my stomach. If it's bigger, that would work, right? So 9-inch plate's a little trick to help your eyes feel full too.
It's something that I know, and that's so simple, and I'm gonna take that because not only would I personally have used the larger plate, like for me, I would probably just put my food in here. And although I eat pretty much, I'm not an 80-20 kind of person. I'm a 99% clean all the time. For me, I just overeat. And that is just one of my compulsions, just to eat all of the good food. And yes, I train and do all this kind of stuff, but there's just no reason to discontinue, because I'm sure that's just a whole other subject of why we eat.
A good one, right? You guys, thank you.
But this is such a good tip that I'm going to take with me.
We have Renee from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Awesome,
Hello.
Renee.
Thank you, international viewer.
Love it.
Hey, Renee.
I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that tip. That's something
awesome
for me to really think about.
That is awesome.
Yes.
This is going to look like what
Little
does it look
ants.
Like? Oh, little ants. That's
Gnats.
what it looks like. Oh, gross, right? In such a great way. Happy Halloween.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
I
you
cannot wait
guys.
to eat these.
I know, right? All right, so I'm gonna put these on here so you guys can see, or I'll let you do that.
Okay.
So while she's doing that, we still have a little bit of chicken left over. The recipe is for 4 peppers. That's why we have that. But what I'm gonna do is put all of these things, all of these guys in the oven for whatever the recipe said. Because I can't remember right now. So I'm gonna put 10 minutes. It's probably longer than that.
Well, and I like that it's gonna cook down the pepper just a little bit. So maybe if you don't tolerate nightshades as well, that's gonna cook it down and break it down just a little bit, so you still get the nutrient value and just a little bit more easily absorbed.
That's good.
Than when you just kind of wilt down the vegetables just a
If
little
you
bit.
don't tolerate nightshades.
Yes.
How would you know if you did or not?
You
Get a test.
Yes and no. You know, all of these tests are great. A lot of times it's just having a process of elimination and then reintroduction. So you eliminate all the things. If you're having a massive problem, so if you have inflammation, or if you have arthritis, or if you have anything else going on, and you want to see, like I would break out in hives, or I had cystic acne, and my mom's arthritis, and my mom has a nerve degenerative disease, a pretty rare one called Guillain-Barré that mimics MS, and so often there's foods that may irritate us in different ways, and we don't know because we're putting in so many different things. So if we do the process of elimination, you clean everything up and eliminate it, and then we reintroduce. And in the midst of that, you have to re-inoculate the gut and reintroduce. So, you know, nightshades are, if you think about a pepper, it has that little bit of film on the outside, as does a tomato. You had a jalapeno out here somewhere, eggplant, white potatoes, that's all considered nightshades. And if you think about that film that's on it, what that film actually is protecting them from insects. So that is poisonous to some insects, and some people don't tolerate that as well. It's a toxin, correct. So I know for me personally,
we're not just cooking.
It affects my hands. So like even like, you know, we go lift weights. Sometimes I can't pick up a barbell. Sometimes I can't close my hand around my steering wheel. So, or zip up a zipper, my motor skills, because it just hurts and it's inflamed. I know that they don't work for me personally. And that is also some issues with my gut because I'm reintroducing foods. So those are things to maybe think about or try.
Well, it's cool because I had a client, actually. It was really interesting. She had eaten broccoli for her entire life, right? She worked with me on the program that I coach, and she pretty much eliminated most things, right? And she found that she was having some gut issues, Well, it turns out she's allergic to broccoli. But she didn't know she was until she eliminated everything. Like, not everything, obviously, she was eating, right? But she was eliminating a lot of the things that you would, she was just kind of in this constant state of like feeling kind of bloated, right? But once she eliminated, it became really intense to tell her, oh, her body's reacted to that thing. So that was really cool. So you guys, this is so fun. These are so cute and creepy.
Love it.
And I think we'll take pictures and put them in the feed as well. And if you make it, take a picture and add it here. And also, I forgot to mention this at the beginning. If you haven't already, go to the Irreverent Health, my gosh, Irreverent Health YouTube channel and click subscribe, and then the little bell so that you can get notified when I upload additional videos and ideas for recipes. And then also, if we're not friends on Instagram friend me. It's Irreverent Health. It's hard to say, but it's easy to type. And then what about if they want to follow you?
I'm at my full name, which might be a little Danielle Faith Gordon.
Fortunately, it's not like a weird name, right? Danielle Faith Gordon. Those are all words we know.
All words we know.
Yeah.
And if you have questions about what nightshades are, what you can do if you didn't know what I meant by re-inoculating your gut, and you have a question, shoot me a note.
Everybody knows what that means.
I love geeking out about this, and thank you. This has been so much fun. Yeah, and if friend me on Facebook
and on the Instagrams. Like remember Instagram counts too. Yeah, we both actually put stuff on our stories that we don't put on Facebook. So if you're interested in some additional tips and tricks and some additional stuff that you only get on the grams, that's why it's important to follow there.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is awesome.
You want to try one?
You did.
You totally did. She did. All right. Well, enjoy. Bye.